Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day you're watching this. We have a good old-fashioned get ready with me while trying some new makeup that I bought as well as got sent in PR. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, if you guys have not seen, I posted it over on my TikTok and my Instagram. And if you're not following me there, are we real friends? Are we real friends? Now, if you don't have those platforms, I understand, but if you do, why are we not besties on there? So I actually just posted a little reel where I did a little mini PR unboxing. I know you guys love to see those videos here on YouTube, and a lot of times I really do enjoy doing them. I just honestly haven't had the time, and I really want to play some of these goodies. So you're going to kind of see them in today's video. So up first, I have the brand new Milk Makeup. This is the Kush High Roll Fam. This is a 24-hour defined brow wax. Now y'all know but I don't do the best with these. But I'm going to try them out. They sent me all the different shades. Whatever shades I don't use, I am going to go ahead and put those into giveaways. But this is going to be a Kush High Roll Tubing Brow Tint. You've heard of tubing mascaras. Meet the first ever tubing brow tint. One hit gives you highly defined brows that won't smudge. It says defines, volumes, and sets brows for 24 hours. Tint your brows, not your skin, for the extra defined look. Infused with conditioning hemp seed oil, and it's an easy roll-off removal with warm water and cleanser. So I'm really excited to try this out. They also have a secret stash inside, which I have not even looked at. What is the secret stash? It's a little ashtray. It's a little ashtray. I do not smoke at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along to someone I know that smokes cigarettes or just smokes in general. I do not smoke, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass that along, but that's actually pretty cool. Thanks. But we're gonna go ahead and try out the brow product first, and then we're gonna move into the rest of the goodies. Okay, so I feel like it's only appropriate to brush my brows first. Do you guys see this right here, by the way? This was a pimple that had developed inside of my eyebrows. Have you guys ever had that happen before? Did I spend forever popping it? Oh, I did, because it was like a little bugger that which wasn't going away, and so I popped it. And now it has gotten angry at me. Now it's like a red, angry, freaking pimple that's like, yeah, what'd you do? You know what I mean? So we're just going to ignore that. So I'm just going to kind of brush my brows. And they're going to use, I think, the shade called Herb, which is just going to be a medium brown, to try out this product today. And then I guess fill them in with my brow product. I don't know. I'm never really good with these type of products, but we're going to try it because I want to be good. Doesn't mean I am. Really real. You're going to see a light pop up in my face for a second because I'm trying to do a reel at the same time. So we're just going to ignore the lighting, but I want to try to do both at the same time. I don't know if this is going to turn out, but real life moment here. Okay, so just ignore the extra light that's about to pop in my face and the dog barking because it's my neighbor's dog. It's a little messy. It's a little messy, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to see if I can just clean it up with my oh no, I cannot clean it up with that. Can't clean it up with that. Shoot. It says it won't stain the skin. It's staining the skin. Oh my gosh. It stained the skin. It's not supposed to. Oh my gosh. It should. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and carve out the brows. Oh, it's stained. It says it's not supposed to stain the skin. Lies. All right. Let me see if I can carve out the brow, see if that makes a difference. Because right now they're trying a little bit hard. Betty Jean absolutely loves this product. So let's see if I can make a difference by cleaning it up. All I did was stain the brow. Okay, well, it looks nice. Is there a lighter color? I did medium brown, which is kind of like what I am in Benefits. I thought that'd be the same shade too, but this is a no. This is definitely a no. The other shade is Auburn, Taupe, and Blonde. Maybe I'll try the Taupe shade. Maybe that will be different. No, Taupe is making my hairs lighter. Do we see this? Taupe is making it look like I'm putting down concealer into the brow. Alrighty. We're gonna try this again. We're just gonna be right back. Okay. we're going to try this round too. They came off really easily. Rinsing with warm water and a little bit of soap came off really easily. So I just kind of slightly filled them in just a little bit. We're going to try again, but this time with the shade called Dub. This is going to be the shade Auburn. Maybe this will work a little bit better. I'm going to try to go in a little bit lighter handed. We're going to try this again. Looking a little bit better, a little bit more on like the reddish side, but we're going to try to make this work. I'm determined to make this work. I don't know how much of a difference it does make because I did already kind of like fill in my brows just slightly, but we're going to try to make this work. I really want to love this product. I heard great things about it, so like I'm trying to like it too, but I'm just not a big brow person, ever have been. So we're just going to quickly, you know, carve out the bottom. And then we're going to go into the eyes and the face. We're just going to try to make this work. And then I got to tell you guys a story about how karma bit me in the ass. Okay, so moving on to the eyes. I have the brand new Flower Nose Beauty. This is going to be the Midsummer collection right here. This is a beautiful collection. This was gifted to me PR, and you guys can use my code Allie to save you guys 5% off when shopping anything from this collection. This came with so many pieces. Now, I'm not going to use everything in this collection because, well, it's a lot, but I'm gonna try to use what I can. So they did send over one palette. I believe there's like 5 different palettes you guys can choose through. When they launch a collection, they launch a massive collection, but they did send me the one palette. This is going to be in the shade 02 Flora Hermitage, something like that. And I will say, I think this is a pretty, I will say this, I think this is a pretty palette. Like the outside packaging of this is super freaking pretty. But my only thing is that they keep sending me very, very neutral, basic palettes when they have very colorful palettes. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful. I really am. But I keep getting sent the same color scheme that at some point they all start to blend together and they all start to look the exact same. Like for me, this looks very similar to the little Angel collection that I reviewed, you know, a couple months ago. This looks very similar to that. Like I don't see too much of a difference when I know that they have very colorful palettes that came with this collection as well. But we're going to dive into this today. It also comes with liquid highlighters. There's cream blushes, pretty much the same as the little Angel collection and the strawberry one, just a different name to it. They're all kind of starting to look a little bit similar. So we're going to make a look out of this, and then I'll show you guys the rest of the products as we move on to the face. So I'm going to go ahead and start to dive into this palette. I think for the eye look, I'm just going to do a very pretty neutral eye look because that's kind of what this calls for. So I'm going to go into Sigma, into this little shade right here, and we're going to just put this in our little crease area. So I need to tell you guys this story. So about a week ago, I was at work and I came across this video, okay? Now this video is freaking hilarious, all right? It is hilarious. Now it's not funny for the owner, but my God, as a dog owner, it is freaking hilarious because I understand this woman's pain. I'm just gonna let you watch it because you just need to see what this woman endured.
Everybody want a dog, so this stuff really matter, bro. Oh my God. Oh my, I can't even talk. I'm surprised I have not gagged. Like the way this shit smelled, I just knew it was that one. I just knew she did it. She didn't do shit. Oh my God. Bruh, I'm about to call out of work. I'm not finna do this and go to work. Bruh, fuck it. Look at my fucking eyes. Oh my God. I'm about to have a fucking panic attack. It just stinks so bad I can't even fucking breathe. I don't know if I don't want to put my mop in this. I tried to put a paper towel. You see, I tried to clean up with a paper towel. Girl, this is not. Yeah, my fucking puppy. I was like, I'm just going to put the dogs outside. The puppy ran through the shit, took the shit in my room. I'm just going to have to move out at this point. I wish I was playing. No, look at my eyes. I'm going to call out of work. I can't do this shit today.
At the end of the day, this woman endured hell, okay? Now, it's not funny, but my God, is it funny as a dog owner. It is so hilarious, and I feel bad for laughing because I know her pain. Like I genuinely know the pain that she like endured. I'm gonna go into this shade right over here. So I'm just gonna pop this in my outer V. Honestly, these shades are gonna look very similar. It just looks so similar to the Little Angel collection. It's a really pretty palette, but they just are all starting to blend together to me. Switch it up, and I think I'm gonna go into this shade instead because these are looking very similar. Okay, so anyway, yesterday, Betty Jean, and Zane came over because we were going to do a SeaWorld day. So we went to SeaWorld. Everything was great. It was 90 degrees. It was super freaking hot outside, right? Like, it was miserable. I would say probably like around 2 o'clock. We just really couldn't endure the heat anymore. So we just came back to my place and we went to the pool because they were staying the night because we were going to Rachel's dance competition. So they were staying the night. So we went to the pool, had a great time. And then afterwards I was like, all right, cool. We're going to have to leave for dinner soon. So we can go get some food before we go to Rachel's dance competition. I was like, let's go ahead and take care of the dogs. So Corey took the dogs out to this little field with them run around in. And I was getting their food situation like set up. I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is gonna be such a basic eye look, y'all. It's not even funny. So anyway, so Corey got back from taking our dogs out to the field, letting them run around. He like let me know like, hey, Kaya's stomach was a little off. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, her poop was kind of like soft serve ice cream. I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, that's okay. We'll give her Indozorb. Now, Indozorb is like 2 little tablets that you give to dogs every 8 hours, and it's supposed to make their stool kind of solidify. It's like just a stool hardener, not a softener, but like a hardener, right? So it's like, let me just go ahead and give these to her. So that's what I did. I gave her 2 Indozorbs, and then we went to Kobe's to go have dinner before we went to Rachel's competition. I was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just go there. She'll be fine. Didn't really think too much about it, right? Did not give it too much thought because I was like, well, Kaya's fine. Like, she wasn't presenting any other issues. Oh, was I wrong? I'm just going to kind of spread it all over the lid at this point because it is so light in pigment that, like, yeah, it's going to be a no for me. I really do enjoy the Formula Flower nose, but to me, this is going to be a no because it's just lackluster on like what I'm looking for, and knowing that I have 2 other palettes just like this from them, I'm just kind of like, you know what I mean? So this is gonna be a no. This is gonna be a no. So I have the brand new e.l.f. Glam. So the brand new e.l.f. Cosmetics Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Now these are medium buildable coverage, long-lasting foundation. Has 1% hydrating hibiscus complex in it, and it says get buildable, just right coverage, and a long-wearing satin finish with a hydrating foundation that's anything but basic. It says, using a foundation brush or a sponge, buff and blend the foundation all over face and onto the upper neck. So I'm going to see if this is really going to hold off to my oily skin. So I'm going to do an all-day wear test. So by the end of the video, you guys will get my first impressions on this and see how I really like it, especially for oily skin, because I really want to love this. But we'll see if I do or not, because it looks like it'd be really cool. They're $8, like 36 shades in the range. Freaking fantastic. I have the shades called 24 light warm and 24 light neutral. I'm not really sure which one's going to be for me. It's kind of hard to tell in line, but we're going to try this out today. But before I do, I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup combo right here. This is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipsing Mattifying Blurring and Priming Stick, and then along with the Milk Makeup right here. So we're going to go into that. But let me see what color I want to use first, whether I should use the light warm or if I should use the light neutral. But anyway, so, you know, we entered the dance competition and whatnot, but when we came home, I could just tell that something was off. And I walk in the living room and Kaya is hiding inside the kennel. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is she hiding inside the kennel? She like never hides inside the kennel. Usually she comes and greets us. Okay, so this is going to be the light warm. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, okay. So wait, let's see how the light neutral looks. This is going to be the light neutral. Ooh, we're going to go with light neutral because that's definitely more my color. So I'm going to go in with that shade today. So anyway, I could tell that something was wrong. So I happened to like see her hiding in the kennel, and then I look over at the couch and there's just 2 massive, I mean like massive piles of throw up on the couch. And I was like, oh my God, like what just happened? Kaya just threw up all over the couch. So we have cameras inside of our house. It's the easiest way to like watch my dog. So I was like, all right, let me see like when this happened. Well, I also happened to notice that there was something on the floor, but like it had been cleaned up, but there was something on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the, I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. It's just been a very, very long night. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Milk Makeup Blurring Stick. So I noticed that they're up on the couch, but then I noticed like something was on the floor, and it's like a stain that's on the floor, and I was like, what is on the floor? So I decided to take Kaya outside because I could just tell that she was acting just a little like off, and I just knew that there was something wrong, right? I was like, this girl's acting a little off. So I take her outside and I go back to look at the cameras. Like I said, I have cameras in my house to like watch my dogs, right? And as I'm watching the cameras, I saw, and I was just like mortified, right? But I saw that at 9:42 p.m., Kaya had explosive diarrhea. all over the floor. I mean, like all over the floor. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Because then, like, she started shitting when I was like walking her, and it was just diarrhea. And I was like, oh no. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, she is literally having explosive diarrhea now, right now. And I don't know what to do. So Betty and Zane were staying over, and I was like, well, I'm trying not to get them too involved. Corey's cleaning the throw up that's been all over the couch. So I did the only thing I think of. I called Corey. Now I'm going to go with the primer. I called Corey, and I was like, hey, can you come outside for a second? He's like, sure. So he comes outside. He's like, what's up? And I said, Corey, I was like, Kaya had massive diarrhea all over the floor. He goes, oh my God, that's what that smell is. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I'm in the middle of cleaning her throw up off the couch, and it smells like pure shit. I'm like, yeah, she literally had massive diarrhea, and then she cleaned it all up. She ate every last bit of it. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad because she wasn't in trouble. And I think for her, she's a very clean girl. Like, she's a very, very clean girl. You can sit here and say, oh my gosh, you stink. And she will put her ears down and tails down and tail between her legs, and she'll walk away. She does not like being called stinky. She does not like being anything but clean. I think it's just because ever since she was 8 weeks old when we got her, we've always been very adamant about her hygiene, especially because, like, I had to deal with her during her first time she was in heat, and we had to put a diaper on her. And I remember she ate her diaper, and then she had explosive diarrhea everywhere. And she felt so bad. She kept trying to clean it up. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like, it's my job. As disgusting as it is, it's my job to clean it up, right? But I always had to take her into the bath all the time and, like, clean her up down there because she obviously couldn't clean herself because she's wearing a diaper. So I don't know what it is. We talked to the vet about this. The vet just said that she just has a very clean personality where she will always make sure that she's just clean down there. Or if she has an accident, she always has the need to like eliminate the evidence. And they call it, like, elimination. I don't know why. She's never gotten in trouble for being sick. She's never gotten in trouble for using the bathroom in the house. Like, accidents happen, you know, especially in a situation like this. So we look back on the camera and we can see that at, like, literally at 9:40, she was running around the house, jumping on the front door, scratching at it, pulling at the handle. We could hear the volume. She was whining so hard. She was trying so hard to go outside, but we weren't home. And unfortunately, she had an accident on the floor, and then she ate and cleaned it all up. And then she threw up 5 minutes before we got home. Okay, I'm gonna go into the light neutral shade right here. And it just made me feel like just so bad as an owner because, like, I just really wanted to be there for her and I just wasn't there. And I just felt so bad because, like, my poor baby. So because of that, it took us a couple of hours to, like, get the floor, like, mopped and cleaned and get the couch as clean as we could. We're still not even done. Like, we have to now still go clean those cushions once more because, you know, they just, ooh, that is full. They just, you know, they still have a little bit of a smell to it. So I just feel so bad because at the end of the day, she just, my sweet girl, my sweet girl. So then we felt bad, and I wasn't sure how the night was going to go because I've had incidents like this before with Koa where he's gotten really sick, and we were up for 12 hours every hour at night going out to go potty. So I gave Kaya medication because we always have medication for her stomach because we think that she actually has IBS. The doctors think she has IBS. She's on a certain she's on certain food because of it. But we ended up where we were going to sleep on the couch, but we're like, okay, no, let's just go to the bedroom. But we were scared that we were going to end up staying up all night because given previous track history with Kaya or Koa, we've had to stay up all night. I will say, by the way, this formula is looking so freaking beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. And when we get into bed, I could just tell that she does not feel good at all. Like, she is just laying down. She's just, I don't know, not really acting like herself. And I just knew that this girl is not feeling good whatsoever. And I just felt so bad because, like, I wish I could, like, take her place and, like, not feel good for her instead. So she jumps in bed and she actually lays in between my lap and, like, puts her head, like, I'm sitting like crisscross applesauce. She lays her head, like, right on my legs and she just kind of lays there and she starts to, like, fall asleep. And I think it's the reason she's falling asleep is because her stomach medication is kicking in. So she's starting her stomach's starting to feel, like, a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure. But all I know is that, like, I feel kind of bad because, like I said, she was not feeling well. So I let her lay there. But then at some point, I'm like, okay, well, I want to lay down too. So I kind of just, like, open my legs, like spread my legs this way, like open my legs like this, and she just kind of scoots in and like lays almost her whole body from like my stomach down and lays on me. And she continues to lay on me like that until 3 a.m. in the morning. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I just laid there. And so I tried to sleep as best as possible. But anytime she'd have like a twitch or like a movement, I'd be like, you know what I mean? Corey took her out to go poop and she still didn't have the best looking poop. I think the stomach medication was helping. So anyway, I told you that story not to be like, oh, poor Kai. I told you that story to be like, Karma's a bitch, because here I was laughing at this lady for dealing with her dog having diarrhea. And then a week later, Kaya had massive diarrhea all over the floor, and she has not had that happen since she was probably a year old. She's 5 years old. She had massive diarrhea, and she ate it. Like, she ate it. I'm just like, ugh. And that's why I looked at Corey and said, Karma is a bitch. I should have known better, because, like, legit, this girl had massive diarrhea all over the floor, and then she ate it. But it still stunk, and now my couch, we're still having to take care of the couch, because that was vomit and shit mixed into one. Okay, so I will say this, how the foundation's looking right now. It is absolutely beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Surprisingly, it's drying down nicely. Even though it is a satin finish, it is drying down rather nicely. So I'm curious to see how well this is going to hold up throughout the day. We'll definitely be doing some check-ins for you guys. But we're going to go into just throwing on some mascara, some concealer, and then we'll move in just some concealer and bronzer. I don't have any new products to try for that, so I'm just going to throw on some random bronzer and concealer. But then we're going to have some new blushes to try out, some new highlighters to try out, and yeah, it's been a very long day. So I think for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario bronzer right here. This is a serum bronzer. Now, you guys have seen me try this and like testing out new makeup, which is essentially like what I'm doing right now, but I did pay for this one myself. And I will say, I do like this. I did not care for the Win Beauty like skin tint. That's just gonna be a no for me. I am returning it. I tried it again and it just had the same consistency, same texture. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I'm not a fan of it, and I just don't want to keep it if I know it's just not gonna look good for me whatsoever. So I am returning it just because it was just a no. But at least I tried it. I just hate being one of those people that do return items, because I do know at the end of the day, they get destroyed. And the reason why they're destroying it is because so many people are now dumpster diving, and like, I don't really care if someone wants to take it, like, let them. But I know that Ulta does care. So they're going in and like destroying the items that get returned. That way people can't dumpster dive, which is just wow that people are just that adamant by saying no, someone can't have a product that's already paid for and they can't resell. Like, who cares? And with the e.l.f. hydrating concealer, I really like this concealer. We're just going to put this right over here. We're going to blend this out. Now, I want to thank you guys all for being super cool with me doing the Google form last week for the Glam Light giveaway that I had. I had over 322 responses. Freaking wild. And it was really cool because I asked you guys like kind of like what you guys want to see in my channel. So many of you guys said you guys want me to keep doing the shop my stash videos. You guys want me to do like the real life shopping, like take you guys shopping with me. You guys said you really love that. A lot of you guys asked for book content again. And then a lot of you guys asked for like me to bring back the subscriber picks my makeup, which I definitely will bring that series back. Quite a few of you did say you guys miss my live streams. I miss live streaming too. I truly do. It's just right now I don't know. I am just like in a funk. I've been in a funk for quite some time. So I'm trying to like get out of the funk, but I will eventually bring back live streaming. I will say I did see a few people asking me why I don't review Temu. I won't shop Temu. I won't shop She Glam, just not for me. And I did see some people asking me to review Jeffree Star. No, I'm sorry. That is definitely not happening. That's going to be a no for me. But it was just really cool to see so many of you guys all saying, get ready with me, shop my stashes, and real life shopping stuff. It's like really cool to see that. Some of you guys asked me to vlog my work life. I can't. Like, I can't vlog my work life because I can get in trouble for that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Otherwise I would. But I don't mind also having a sense of privacy too. I don't mind having like my job being like a little private just because it's something that I kind of enjoy for me. You know what I mean? So we do have some blushes, but these are, I think, going to be powder blushes if I'm correct. I think these are their powder blushes. Now, I really enjoy the Flower Nose Cream blushes, but they break super easily. But they do have some, they do have some powdered blushes as well. These are super, super beautiful. This is a very, very hot pink color, like super hot pink. Oof. Very, very, very hot pink. Really pretty color, but I think I'm gonna try something a little differently today. For blush, I'm just gonna go into the House Labs little glass skin right here before we go in with a powder blush, because I'm gonna go in and set my face because I really want to give this foundation a fair chance to really kind of wow me. But I wish I could show stuff at my job. I really can't. I really do wish I could. But I will say a little fun fact is that I've been reading this book called Does It Hurt? And it's by like H.D. Carlton. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to check it out. But pretty much it's a very, very, very smutty book, okay? It's very smutty. And I'm reading it and I'm getting a little bit hot and bothered by it. And I have to take phone calls as part of my job. I have to like talk to Disney and I have to talk to like different guest relations and stuff like that. And I'm getting phone calls while I'm reading this book because I have a little bit of downtime at the moment because I got all my work done a little earlier. So I'm reading this book and I'm getting like hot and bothered while I'm reading this book. And I'm just like, I'm getting a little toasty while reading this. And so I'm answering the phone, like, thank you. I'm answering the phone as I'm a little toasty down there because this book, if you guys want to check it out, I will give you massive trigger warning and say that it is a full-on smut book. Very, very smutty, but I would like to start to bringing like reading back to my channel. I really would. Base with the One Size setting powder right here. Really enjoy the setting powder. I'm just going to use a translucent instead of the peach one just because I know this is going to work. So let me go ahead and try this out. Quickly set my face. One Size setting spray. And set my face. Now for the under eye, I think I'm going to go into this little Flower Nose peach blush right here. I think this would be really pretty to put underneath the under eye. Because I just feel like really pretty underneath the under eye right here. Because like I said, the palette is alright. Nothing to be wowed by. So I'm just going to take my brush and we're just going to quickly just run this underneath my eye. Because it's a really pretty shade. I'm just going to put this right here. Oh, big wrong brush. Okay, so for blush, I want to try out this new blush palette that I got from Ofra Cosmetics. This is called the Head in the Clouds palette. This does retail for $42. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 20% off your purchase when it comes to Ofra. And it's going to come with 3 blushes along with 3 highlighters. So this is going to be how the palette looks right here. Super freaking pretty. We're going to have this blush, which will be like a really, really like pigmented pink like blush. We have Orange Sky. Wow. And then we also have Aurora right here. So these are going to be the 3 shades. Let me go ahead and swatch these for you. The 3 shades. Wow. Those are really, really pigmented. And then there's also going to be like, looks like 3 chrome like highlighters. So we're going to have this shade right here. It's going to look like this. We're going to have this shade and then this shade. These are all 3 of the shifts. I'm going to go ahead and swatch these again. These will be how those look. Wow, those are super, super, super pigmented. So I think for me, I kind of want to go in with a mix of like the orange and the pink blush. I feel like that'd be really, really pretty. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to tap in lightly to the Orange Sky followed by the Pink Clouds. We're going to kind of mix these 2 together just a little bit. Tap my brush in. And we're going to stamp. This will probably be very pigmented, so I feel like a little does go a long way. Ooh, she's pigmented. Hold up. Okay, so this is where we are. The blushes are very pigmented, so a little does go a long way. So Flower Nose also rolled out with their own version of like a liquid highlighter. It's going to look like this, very pretty, but I definitely know this is going to sheer itself out. So if I start to blend this in, it's going to be I know it's going to shear itself out, but I think it's going to be a really, really pretty color. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to lightly tap it on my cheek. And then we're going to also mix a little bit of Ofra on top of that. So I'm just going to kind of go in very, very light-handed. I'm just going to tap just a little bit like so, like very little. And then we're going to put Ofra's like dual chrome highlighter like right on top. I feel like that'd be really pretty. So I'm just going to start to like tap this out. This would kind of like almost make like a wet base for that dual chrome. So here's the Flower Nose right here. This is before you put on the Ofra. It's pretty. Not the best when you blend it out, but it's pretty. And I think we're gonna go into, maybe kind of mixing 2 shades together. Ooh, I kind of want to mix these 2 shades together. I have the shade called Cloud 9 and Daydream. These right here, I'm kind of mix them together just a little bit. I feel like that could be like a really pretty combo. So I'm just going to kind of blend this out. Ooh, wow, that is intense. Oh my gosh, that's intense. Okay. It's like intense, but like it's pretty at the same time. It's giving me like a really pretty like gleam. A little gleam on my face. I kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit too, just because why not? A little bit of the shade called Fantasy right here. It's like this purple duochrome. And we're just gonna lightly go into this and just tap it right here in the center. Oh, it has a really pretty like purple shift. Oh my gosh, that's actually really pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off my eyes off camera. I'm just gonna throw on like a nude liner or like a white liner, and we're gonna throw on just some mascara. I don't feel like doing like lashes today. We're gonna come back to do the lips and the setting spray because I have a really cool package that I got from Urban Decay that I kind of want to show you guys. And then we will start our all-day wear test. Okay, so that's just kind of where we are makeup-wise. I'll make sure I link all the stuff I use down below. But for lips, I got this massive package in the mail from Sigma Beauty. When I say massive, like, I mean huge, like huge package in the mail from Sigma Beauty. So I kind of want to use one of their glosses today. I think the shade that I want to use is this shade called Idyllic right here. I'm going to use a lip liner. I don't see any lip liners in here, so I'm going to use this shade. And as always, you guys can use my code Allie, which will save you guys 15% off at Sigma. I can't believe I got this. Super sweet. I'm going to have to go through here and try out all the different stuff. I'm so excited. But I'm just going to go in with my Jaclyn lip liner right here. This is a shade called Bourbon. You guys know this is still my tried and true lip liner. We're going to line our lips. All right, and then I'm going to take this beautiful, like, beautiful gloss. We're going to put this right on top. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. So pretty. Okay, so then the last thing I have is the brand new Urban Decay. This is the Watermelon plus Hyaluronic Acid All-Nighter Setting Spray. They send in a really cool like box. It has like bouncy balls in it. Super freaking cute. I'm so excited to try this out. I enjoy the original All-Nighter Setting Spray. Really do enjoy this. I'm going to quickly set my face with this one more time. Just make sure. And now we're going to try the one with hyaluronic acid. So this is going to try the one with hyaluronic acid and watermelon extract in it. So let's go and try this out. This really pretty pink bottle. Let's see how I like this one. Oh my God, that smells so freaking good. Wow, that smells incredible. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom you guys out, and then I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on these items. Okay guys, so this is the final look. So far, everything that I tried, I really enjoyed, minus the Milk Makeup Cushing Brow Tint right here. This, I feel like it's going to take a learning curve for me to really get it. After I took it off and retried it again, I do think it's really nice. It's holding onto my brows. Like, my brows are definitely not going anywhere. They definitely did add a little bit of a tint to them, but I feel like when it comes to this product, I'm going to have like a learning curve, play with it a lot more. But everything else I did try, I do think it's really nice. Like this e.l.f. foundation, oh my God, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful freaking foundation, but how well is it going to hold up? That's the real question, is how well it's going to hold up. I do think the eyeshadow palette from Flower Nose, I think it's really pretty, but it's also just so basic, and it's just one of those palettes you can wear every single day. I just prefer a more colorful palette, and I feel like with this, it looks too similar to their other palettes. I'm just kind of like, we'll see. You know, it looks too similar to other palettes. So I feel like you really don't need this, but it's still a really pretty collection. If you don't have anything else from them, I will say Flower Nose makes incredible products. They really do. They're just kind of repetitive. Everything else I do love. I love how the highlighter palette's looking. I think it's really gorgeous. The setting spray from Urban Decay smells amazing. The lip, like the high shine lip gloss from Sigma is beautiful. Everything so far, based on my first impressions of this, is holding on really nicely. It looks really beautiful. But we're going to see how well it holds up. I'm going to do a 12-hour wide test. I'm going to come back and give you guys my thoughts in 12 hours. But first impressions, I really like everything. Okay, we are 6 hours in. This is how the skin is looking. I'm not oily yet, but here we are 6 hours in. It's not bad. You can definitely see my pores and texture. Okay, so this is how we're looking 12 hours later, and I have to say, like, I'm impressed. I am impressed. The foundation has held on. Yes, I got it like a little bit oily, like right here and whatnot. I tend to get oily right there, but it's holding on so nicely. It has not separated. It has not lifted. It has not caked. It has not gotten any nook and crannies and creases. It's holding on so nicely. Like even my nose, look at my nose. It is holding on beautifully. So for me, I have to say this is a yes. If you have oily skin, do not be afraid to get this. This held on so nicely after 12 hours, especially here in this Florida heat. This is how I'm looking. I'm really enjoying this. So this is a yes. I'm very happy. With that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Ofra to Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.